Welcome, hunters. This is Johnny Darko. We're going to be diving into a Monster Hunter World guide, and we're going to be talking about research points. You notice we're in the southern camp at Elder's Recess. I have a gathering loadout with just a few items. That way I can fill up on everything I can find and not have to worry about already having those in my inventory. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what my most efficient route is to gather research points. And as you notice, loading in to Elder's Recess, we're in a 50-minute investigation for upsurge barrel deposits. And this is a tempered Teostra. We're going to leave him alone, and we're not going to get involved in Teostra in this research point run. We're here mainly for those research points that we're getting out of this barrel deposit right here. Now that's the very first barrel deposit on this run. And the reason that I feel like this is possibly one of the most efficient runs is because we're hitting as many barrel deposits as I could find and then getting back to that first one just as it respawns. As you notice along the way, I'm also gathering a bunch of items that I need for my inventory. And I guess the reason that I'm so low on research points and just items in general is because I've been running heavy bowgun lately, and with heavy bowgun, my item loadout is so full that I don't have any room to gather while I'm out on my hunts. So I run out of a lot of items that I normally would not run out of if I was running something that wasn't so resource intensive. So what I've been doing is jumping out on these research runs, and I've developed a loadout that maximizes all the important things for gathering. And I just go to my loadout, just click on it, and it just loads in with all my armor, decos, and charm, and my charm. And in this part of the route, you're going to see Teostra over here. He's going to leave me alone, but if you're ever running your gathering routes, you just throw on your ghillie mantle, and that's all you have to do to make them not bother you. I'm going to break off and grab some of his footprints and his seared fur here, and I'm going to cut out a honey later on. Because I want to make sure that I get as many possible investigations out of the monsters as I can. But other than that, this is the pretty clean run of the route, and it's this is one way to do it with upsurge barrel deposits. If you don't have any investigations that have upsurge barrel deposits, you can also look at amber or cactus or flowers or anything else that's going to give you an upsurge of something that gives you research points. A good way to look at this is what was my thought process behind this route, and whether it's barrel deposits or any other amber or anything else that's going to give you research points. When you load in, you're going to want to take a look at your map and find out, just take a look at where all those points are. And then what you're going to do, your goal is to try to go to as many of those research points as you can before the first one respawns. And you want to get back to the first one just as it respawns. If you can do that, it's a very efficient route. And as you can see with this one, with this route that I have, it gets me about 20,000 research points in about 47 minutes, along with a bunch of other materials. I'm short on some blue mushrooms and toadstool and mite seed and blast nut, so you're going to see me deviating a little bit from the route to grab those. But it's a gathering / research point route that I've created here. So we're going to start off at the south camp, and this is the loop that we're going to have. It has to do with the south camp, and then we're gonna jump over to the eastern camp and grab a couple more barrel deposits, and then finish it up at the north camp. And if you don't have your camp set up, I highly recommend you take the time to do that. Whatever map it is, make sure that you have all your camps found, because it's going to make things like gathering a lot easier, especially when you get into the end game. Loading in to the different monsters and stuff. It's pretty important. So make sure that you focus on getting those camps set up too. It's going to allow you to make it much more efficient. So here I grabbed some snow herbs, some chill shroom. There's some bugs around the corner too I could have grabbed, but I jumped over to the barrel deposit, and after this another chill shroom, snow herb, and then back to the barrel deposit. And that's going to take it. That's going to be it for this eastern camp. Then we're going to jump right over to the north camp. And you just open up your map, click on the north camp, and it'll send you right there. One of the questions I get is when you're planning a research run, what's the most important thing to maximize research points? And I'm going to have to say it's going to be efficiency along with your loadout. You're going to want to make sure that you have all the right gear, decos, and charms so that, when I grab a mite seed, I'm getting, more than just one. When I grab a bitter bug, I'm getting as many as I can. I'm getting 5 digs for every amber and barrel deposit as well with this loadout. So if you combine the efficiency of your route along with the right gear, decos, and charm, that's what you're going to want to be looking for. Here we go back to the south camp, and that's the route. We're going to jump out our loadout really quick into my gathering loadout, which is just a max potion and antidote, just in case I run into some problems out there. But you just click X and then a bunch of O's and you're done. And then I'm going to show you my gear that I have set up here as well. I got the chainmail headgear, the Barnose jacket, just in case I'm farming some amber deposits and I got to hit some lava. We have the king beetle brachia, the elytra, and the kura, which is the arms, coil, and legs, along with the geology charm 3 and a ghillie mantle. And here's the total loadout. We got botanist, item for longer, geologist, and master gatherer and hunter and forager's luck. Those are probably the most important ones. So as many as you can fit in with your loadout, with your armor and your decos. You want to make sure that you have a gatherer's loadout that way. Whenever you want to make your run, it's just a click of a button. And here I had a couple minutes to spare, so I just hit some more barrel deposits. And as you notice, in 47 minutes, we got about 20,000 research points. So if you have any other tips for me or any other ways that we can make this even more efficient, go ahead and leave those in the comments below, and we will see you next time. Thanks a lot.